places. And this one behind me, Longshan Temple, is rated as the first class. This temple has been existed for a very long time and is very well preserved. After a brief introduction of my hometown, let's go on an adventure to the coast. We're on the three-wheel cart ready to go to the coast. Fangyuan Wetland is home to oyster farming. And the most interesting part is that we might accidentally run into cows while walking along the coast. In order to experience fishermen's hardworking daily life, tricycle riding and oyster picking has been extremely popular recently, especially during winter. The wind blows like crazy. I just found an oyster! After harvesting the oysters, it's now time for me to dig into those freshest oysters. Although the size of the oyster here is rather small, looking just like a little pearl, it is so rich in flavor. So as you see, there are a lot of oyster dishes like fried oyster fritter, oyster omelette, last but not least, lachi. Don't forget that this town is also famous for its aquaculture fishery. Let's take a look at where the seafood we crave for comes from. We are now at a place that has a lot of fish farms, and let's take a look at the fishermen's real lives. Let's go. The fisherman here provides knowledge on fishing and distinguishing whether the fish is edible or not. Okay, so now we're going to cast the net, and before we do so, we want to make sure that the net is open and clear, and we let it fly. Alright, we are now going into the fish pool.
Do I look like a frog right now?
As I put on my frog suit, step inside the fish pool, feel the water in the pool pressing against my suit, touch the mud underneath, and cast the net with everyone. I realize that this is the process of those seafood we eat undergoes. Okay, so after our morning task, we are now having our seafood feast, eating what we just caught down there. We really did experience a hardworking morning of what the fishermen do daily. Wetland preservation has been taken seriously in the last 10 years. Those muddy fields are in fact reservoir of biodiversity. What is rare in the world is that the super big wetland in彰化is 5 miles wide. So, the government built a dolphin-like ecological center to advocate the importance of wetland. To learn more about wetlands, this education center has a wetland model that looks just like the real wetland and an interactive muddy pool for kids to learn and have fun at the same time. Oh, and there is also a